Welcome back to Gold Rush, the game on PlayStation, episode 6, with me, MrSealyp. I had to come back into town because I ran out of fuel. I also realised, and where have I put them, that the mats I've got were the hog pan mats, and I needed miner's moss mats. So yeah, those a bit more eagle-eyed may have noticed at the end of the last episode that when I was filling up our big power generator, that this tyre was showing as red. And if I click on that one to inspect it, trailer wheel current durability equals 0%. We have a damaged tyre. So I had to go in, get a spare tyre, or wheel, had to get a jack, so I'll throw that in the back, we'll use that at some other point. And what I need to do now is, I believe, unscrew. Do I have to do each one at a time? I do. That's mad. That's nuts. Oh, literally. Oh dear, I crack myself up. Right, so now what? Just take it off. How do I? Ooh. Right, what we'll do, yep, that's definitely broken. Let's sing at the back. I'm sure that'll have some scrap value. Let's pick up our replacement. This kind of, all this stuff is brilliant, isn't it? I really like it. Right, do that. And then I've got the one on the other side, rear right, is down to about 35%, so I've got a funny feeling that's going to go at some point soon. However, this is just a mere interlude in between me getting some more gold sorted out. And then that will go back to hand, lower it. Okay, pick up the jack, throw that in the boot, the back of the pickup, hook that back up. We're good to go again. Exciting times. Right, see you later on. I just thought I'd show that while I was doing it. After our late night trailer wheel change, it would appear everything's going wrong. I'm not quite there yet with everything to run the shaker and the tier 3 setup. I'm still missing a few components, a few pipes and cables and that kind of thing. So I've been using my mobile wash plant to build up some more gold, to get some more money to buy those last bits, then I can get going. So just went to start the mobile wash plant, nothing, like a sparking sound. My engine, the mobile wash plant engine's packed up. So I've taken that out, I've got to buy a new one. So what gold I have managed to get, I'm going to have to smelt, or at least smelt some of it. Get the gold nugget, go and sell that. With the bit of money we've got, I need to get the engine. That's the thing, I'm going to buy an engine for the mobile wash plant, but then potentially, well, I need that to make the rest of the money to get the last bits. It's like I say, it's a bit of a catch-22. So what will happen is, I'll get the engine. I'm going to swap out my petrol generators for electric generators. Not electric generators, pumps. The fuel pump. I'm going to get the water pumps. Electric water pumps is the word I'm looking for. There you go. So much quicker now. Because I've got the big generator plant. So it makes more sense, really. I dropped on the floor again. Let's see if someone jump up onto that. There we go. Drop that in there. Yeah, because I can run it off the big generator. That's the plan at the moment. That could all change, you know. But before the end of this episode, I'm going to have that tier 3 setup running. That's my goal. I will have that running. We are going to shake and bake with our shaker. Shake that money maker. So, right. Oh yeah, bank first would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I haven't got enough money to buy anything. Right, farm dog is, yeah, not happy about the financial situation, it would appear. Handbrake on, engine off. Let's sell that. Sell gold bars. 21,410. Yes, please. Okay, right. Yeah. I'll back up. Can't bother to walk all that way. Thank you to Stephen as well. I read it and didn't really pay any attention to it. About the crate situation. There's a crate you can buy, so you can put all your gear into a crate, and you can pick the crate up in one go, rather than to move everything a bit at a time. That's a good call. Although I think at the moment, let's put that down. That car jack is a pain. There we go. Nice and neat and tidy. So, what do I need? I need an engine. That's going to be out there, isn't it? As far as pumps go, over here. Small electric water pump. I need 2 of those. Do I need 2 or 1? Does that have small connectors off that as well? Right, let's go with 2. It's not going to hurt, is it? I think I've got enough small pipes. I think I've got enough large pipes. I want to get to a point where I can get that water tower sorted. We're going to get one of these bad boys. Big old water pump. We'll run that with some big chunky hoses. I was hoping we had a splitter. There's that one there. Oh no, I've got one of those. I bought a water splitter. There was a power one. There we go. Yep, let's get one of those. Hang on, did I get the... I can't remember which one I got. I'm sure I got the water one, and we need the power one. I think I've got enough cables, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to have some spares. He says, I'm doing it again. That's it there, isn't it? Medium transport crate. Did I do a larger one? Big transport crate. Will that fit in my trailer bed? I'm not quite sure how that works. Let's go with the medium one. And then out here then, engines. Mobile wash plant engine. Oh, that's all right. I thought it was going to be way more than that. Reinforced? No, let's just go with normal. It's lasted long enough as it is. Okay. I was worried that was going to be catastrophically expensive. That's actually not too bad. But I did need to sell some of that gold. I just didn't have enough money to get these bits. Let's order that. Okay. Now, will it have put it in the crate already, or do I need to put it in the crate? Because that to me then seems I'm still going to be double handling, because I've got to put it all in the crate and then put the crate in there, whereas I could just put it all... I don't know. Will it go in there? I don't think that's going to help. Is it? No, let's do the bigger stuff. It's going to be absolute carnage. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a bit of time off camera with mobile wash plant, getting a bit more money together, unless of course with these bits I've got now, I've got enough to get up and running. I think I've got all the... I've moved also Sorry, I know I'm kind of a bit all over the place. Let's go across. If I'm going to set this up, I'm setting it up like ready to go. So we've got everything I think we need. We're not using the conveyor. We're going to tip straight into the shaker for the time being. What I haven't got is another duplex jig and rig, but this bit here, which does the wash plant system extension, you can add another duplex jig, but the hog pan setup that I had over at my original dig site with the shovel, I've already moved that over. So I'm kind of doing the tier 3 plus part extension. That's all in place. My hog pan mats are in. My miner's moss mats are in. Oh, no, that was it. One more grate. I need another grate, don't I? Where was the grate? They were over here, weren't they? A sluice grate. See, they're not cheap. I didn't have enough money before. I need 4 of those, and I only had 3. Well remembered, everyone. Thank you for that. Could have been disastrous. What did I say? I was going to put the smaller stuff into the crate and then didn't do it. I'm just now thinking that... did I need the crate? I know it's supposed to make life easier because you can just pick the crate up, can't you? Yeah, with everything in it. Maybe that's going to be better for pipes and things like that. Pipes, cables, what we'll do... Let's move that out of the way. It wasn't expensive, was it? It was 60. Let's pop it there. Then we come back for pipes, and I do have some mats. Oh no, sorry. Oh, you're probably watching this and going absolutely out of your minds, aren't you? Just get on with it, you absolute buffoon. I feel a bit Boris Johnson-esque at the moment. A bit buffoony. Will I even go in? Oh, come on, seriously. Not really. I'll just put stuff on top of it. That's probably the best bit. So that way. Who else was it mentioned about the fact you can rotate objects? Might be. I'll see you over in a minute when all this is done and I've got everything sorted. And breathe. I'm going to put the engine back on the mobile wash plant. Let's stick that in there. Crouch down, and I think we need the wrench. There we go. Tighten that up. That's that replaced. It wasn't the electrical splitter I needed, it was the water splitter. I got the wrong one, and I am still missing cables and all sorts of stuff. We'll have a quick whiz over. I don't want to keep labouring the points, but water we've got. We can bring that. We can bring the pipes over. That's not a problem. I've got the magnetite separator. Got the wavetable. We don't have the nuggetator, which we might need. That's a... What's broken on this? Seriously? Mobile generator cooler. I've just bought the electric one. That is so frustrating. Okay, well, see what I mean? Just breakdown after breakdown at the moment. But weirdly, it's not bothering me. I'll drive back and I'll get a cooler. That's no problem. So I put one of them there. I'm going to bring water to here. Then we'll take one down to a water splitter, which I can have my wavetable, nuggetator, and magnetite separator down here. The power coming from our large power generator comes down to here with a splitter, which will power the duplex jig and those 3 bits of machinery when we get them down here. Got the buckets, got the hog pan, got the mats, oh, that's what I need to do, is put the grills in onto here. It's weird, isn't it, that the hog pan one doesn't need them, but the duplex jig one does. I wonder why that is. And then just one more, isn't it? Pretty sure. Then I also need to put the fourth of the grates up on the other jig, and then it's come on. Right. That's those three in. So that'll be my power down to there. That'll be the water down to there. That's fine. I'm still not sure about the trommel. It's got power, but I don't know if it needs water. I've got my bucket in that section. That just needs the fourth crate putting it up there. I've got power coming to my shaker. That's going to need the water hookup, which hooks up to there. So I'm going to bring the other water supply. I've got two. One will run up here to that pump. This pump and the other one will both run off of here, hopefully. Might need an extension cord for that. Water will come in, pumped from there, and go to there. Will that work all right? Probably. And then as far as I can tell, that's it. So I'm missing a water splitter, possibly one red hose. As far as power and everything goes, I think that's it, isn't it? So what I'll do, I'm going to get my mobile wash plant running again, get a little bit more gold, get those last... I mean, I've probably got enough to get those last couple of bits now, actually. I don't know why I'm so... It's weird, isn't it? I'm nervous about moving the stuff over. That if I move it all over and it doesn't work, then I've got to set the whole thing up again. Why are we not working? Come on, let me up on there. Put that in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 grates in. I think we're looking pretty healthy. So now I am considering, do I need to run this again? Or can I get away with hooking this all up now? Should I just go? Should I just go for it? Well, I've got 77% in that, ready to run, which is annoying. It will save me having to fix that though, won't it? Those pumps can then be replaced or returned. Or do I keep it all as a backup? I just don't, you know what? Let's do this. Or not. Excuse me. Let's wind it in. And we just go this way. Can I reach that pump? Don't really want to go over that. Please reach. Oh, you annoying little... This kept falling over for some reason. I don't know why. Like that. It's not my day, is it? Why will that not stay on its feet? There we go. That goes into... Is there an in and out? It's not marked, is it? I don't know. Let's grab the other one off here. We could have this up and running sooner than I thought. Sooner than I thought. If this works, it'll be a miracle. So at this point, I'm now deciding, do you need to or want to see me It's a bit daft, isn't it? I don't know who I'm asking really, but is it necessary? And then the power will come from there to that. So I'll pump water from there through the pump to there. Is that right? Is it right? I don't know. It kind of makes sense in my head. That's why. That'll explain. It's because I did that move, wasn't it? Oh, it doesn't matter. It would have required 2 anyway. And then this one, hopefully, will run the other way and plug into... hook up the other ones. Let's see if I can disconnect that. Drop that there. Pick up that. Nope. Where are we winding from and to? I know I'm going to need to run another one. So I'm going to be short 1 hose, aren't I? I don't really want to be driving over the hose, but I think I'm going to have to, aren't I? That's going to stop any second, isn't it? Or we're going to reach. By some miracle. I'm not going to need another one. Right. So let me run the other one down the hill. Is this all making sense? I don't know. Pop that there. Boom, 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 boom. Quite exciting. I think I'm going to need the extension cord just to run the power for this, aren't I? And bring that down the hill here. So then that will be the water supply. That will go into a splitter. I think there's a splitter, isn't it, that goes from that side to the small pipes? So power will come in from that side for all the various different bits of machines, and water comes in from this side. Does the duplex jig need water? Or is that all just running down the sluice from the original water source? It's not showing. Just an electrical hookup, isn't it? Right, I am going to leave you now, and I will go and get this set up because this could take ages moving all this over. Needless to say, these bits of equipment will end up down there with their various different cables and hoses. I am first, though, going to whiz over to the store where to leave my pickup and grab, a water splitter. I don't think I need any more electrical cables. I think I've got enough. Actually, no, I'm going to need 2 from here, an extension, and then I'm going to need 3 more down there, so I need 5 or 6 in total. Okay. It will all make sense. This tier 3 setup has been, what, 3 episodes in the making? Well, it was tier 3 dreams. Then it was tier 3 rentals, and we ended up not renting. I want to earn enough money to get the conveyor belt and the hopper, and then we'll be at the full setup. So there's all my spare mats. They're all going to go off over there, and I'm going to take that container because I actually find it very useful. But these can go. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying about Lee had said about rotation, right? I can rotate that way, but it won't let me. Are you kidding me? I haven't been able to get anything to do that, and as soon as I say, look, I can't do it, what happens? But the annoying thing now is, if I get rid of my mobile wash plant, I did buy 2 of those, just in case. Or do I keep it to one side? I'm not going to get a huge amount of money back for it, and bearing in mind I've just replaced the engine, and I've got a spare bit for that, it would kind of make sense, wouldn't it, to keep hold of it. Yeah, probably. It's just got 9:22 in the morning. It's time to shake that money maker. I'll be honest, I have had a test run because I don't want to embarrass myself and go, right, let's turn it on and then nothing work. But It's alive. It works. Everything over here is tidied away, moved. I've put the various different pumps and jennies and stuff over in the shelter over there, and the mobile wash plant. I haven't sold any of that yet, but it's all tidy. As far as power sources go, I know I've run through this a couple of times, but everything's wired up. Power running from there to this pump, power running from there via a connector over the top to the pump that's over there. Then if we come round to the side, we've got our power splitter, which comes down, and that splits power out to the duplex jig, to the wavetable, and to the magnetite separator, with a spare one with a cable for if we get the gold nuggetator, whenever we get that. And then this side, we've got the water source coming down to the splitter, which does exactly the same thing. Goes out to the magnetite separator, the wavetable, and the duplex jig, with a spare one for if and when we get the nuggetator, which I think we're going to have to. Because something that struck me is, unlike the mobile wash plant, we've gone back a step, which is interesting, isn't it? When you think about it. The mobile wash plant, you take the dirt from the ground, you put it into it, it comes out into a bucket as the pay dirt, which you then put through your magnetite separator. Because we've come away from the mosses and the mats. But then going to this setup, we've now got a set of mosses here, a set of mosses there. So when we run this whole system, whereas on the mobile one, we just take the bucket and we put it into that, we've got to take all of those mats out, rinse them, then take that to the bucket. So it's adding another step back in, really. But the moment of truth is here. It's been a long time coming. For you and for me, I really was hoping we were going to get to this a lot sooner. But everything is now set up and labelled inside. Now this, I was also quite surprised how much fuel I got through running through one revolution, so to speak. Put that on, that on, that on. Everything should be in the green. The shaker is shaking its thang, which means those should now be increasing. Those all increasing. And down the bottom here, these all increasing. We're on the road to making money on a larger scale. Tier 3 is here, people. Can you tell I'm happy? So, I think I've got a full load here. Let's tip that in. Lights. It's been raining for hours. I thought it might have stopped by now. Tip that in. Each bucket load does 25% into here, and I'm hoping I can keep it running. But like I say, the big generator, that's using a lot more fuel than I hoped it would. So we're going to have to think about something for that. We're finally there. I'll tell you the other thing I've found, and it kind of happened when I did the manual hog panning originally. I've stopped getting nuggets appearing. When I was doing this stuff, I was getting nuggets appearing fairly regularly. I mean, not like hugely regularly, but fairly regularly. I haven't had one in a couple of days, maybe 3 days, I'm trying to think. Now I think also my next big step's going to have to be the dump truck, and what we'll do, handbrake, tip, and then there's going to be a bit of downtime, so I'm thinking what I might need to do is that will work better when we've got the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt feeds it all in at a more gentle rate, I guess. So what I'll do is turn the whole system off, fill up the dump truck, get the conveyor belt and the hopper. I wonder if I'm not getting that full. I think I am. That's full. Yeah, fill up the hopper and then run the conveyor belt. It runs through a cycle, then turn it all off and then run it again. And because I'm just very conscious of the fact that the whole time I'm backwards and forwards, yes it is running, but it's running out before I get back. so I'm wasting fuel on all of the various different pumps, all of the power requirements while I'm doing this. But it's just a case of getting more fluid with it. Straighter line from A to B, speeding up this element of it. But I'm happy. No, it doesn't happen very often, does it? But I am. Come on. I'm stuck on. That's weird. We've got stuck on some earth that's on the ground. Yeah, so I think what we need to do is run it through a cycle. What I might have to do the first cycle through, when everything reaches 100%, wash all the mats in buckets, go and get the gold sorted out, and then buy the nuggetator, because the nuggetator is what you put all the mats in, so you haven't got to wash them in buckets. That will hopefully solve a problem. But it's working. I'm so happy. I was really, as I was kind of hooking everything up and thinking, have I missed something? Will the pumps work from the river? Will the pipes be enough? Have I hooked everything up in the correct way? You know, and it would appear I probably have. It's weird. I've been doing this, using this wheel loader for a few days now on the mobile wash plant, and when I'm doing it off camera, everything seems to be a lot more fluid and it all runs and I'm no problem. I suppose because I'm not having to worry about talking and stuff at the same time and explaining what I'm doing. I suddenly realise that all of a sudden I seem really clunky, like I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Brake tip. The only reason I'm putting the handbrake on is because it's sat back at a bit of an angle. The wheel loader has a tendency to roll when you're tipping, then you end up missing it and it doesn't tip it into the shaker, it tips on the ground and it all just becomes a huge mess. You know what, I'll probably do it, let's go in a little bit higher. So what I was doing before, I was doing a ridge kind of a third of the way, not quite half the way up, because I haven't got to lower the bucket as far each time and then go around and do the lower section. And so next steps from here, because I've kind of done part of the extension by putting the hog pan set up at the bottom. The next step is another duplex jig, which is I think what we need to do next. So we'll put another duplex jig in with another sluice, which means we're going to need some more of the mesh, we're going to need some more of the mats, and then it's going to be, yeah, the dump truck, conveyor belt, all of those things. Oh yeah, then the next after that's going to be water tower, and we haven't even moved on from this plot. We've got to remember there's 3 other parcels of land. We're going on the first, and then you move up to the even bigger equipment and the bigger trommel and all the, you know, can't even imagine getting to that point yet. Crazy days. Also very cool, lots of fun. So I don't know what to do at this point. I'm just thinking, do I continue off screen and then we'll see how much we get from a full 100%? Maybe that's the thing to do. We'll see, running this setup, when all the mats and everything are full, how much do we actually get. It does mean as well that I haven't got to keep stop-starting with the mobile wash plant. Every time that thing, the bucket hit 100%, you have to take it off, and whereas this, everything runs much longer, which I suppose keeps you running longer. So theoretically, there should be a lot more gold at the end of it. Theoretically. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll get all the mats and everything to 100%. Then we'll dunk what we need to dunk. Separate what we need to separate. And see where we're at. Don't know how long that's going to take, but... So, as seems to be the case every time I do anything, when I get to an important bit, it's dark. But everything is at 100%. Fuel capacity on there, we're down to... Actually, you know what? Didn't use as much as I thought. When I first did it, it seemed to drop quite a lot, but seems to be alright now. Now, here's the issue. I've got a couple of buckets of water, because I don't have the nuggetator. That's weird. No, those are all 99, that's 100. Right, so the buckets I can do straight away, can't I? Can't I? Because they're just full of the good stuff. So that goes straight into here. Yeah. I was on 298.123 grams, and after me saying I hadn't had any gold nuggets, partway through that, I filled up the hopper, and it came up saying we got a gold nugget of 400 and something grams. So, not knocking that. I'll take that all day long. So, that's both of those done. Next one will be... Take all the mats off in a minute. I'll dunk those in there, then those can go through that before we turn the wavetable and anything else on. Then we come up here onto this section, and then we switch to the small shovel, and we shovel each one of these. Lifts the sluice. Oh, there's loads in there. We put it in there. Now I don't know how full these get. Alright, 2 scoops. That's weird. What? Oh, there we go. Next. I hope all the sixpence is worth it. The other thing I need to add to my list, I was saying about the things I want to get next, is lighting. We've got enough power sockets coming off of the main generator. Did I do 2 off that, didn't I? So we'll either run 1 large power cable to a splitter to 4, or we'll just run a couple of individual lights. I'm not quite sure which to go for at the moment, but we will do that. Not so much for me, I suppose it is for me to see as well, but for doing stuff like this, when you're trying to record, you need to be able to see. So I think that's going to be the next bit. Thank you to all the people that have suggested me doing longer episodes. It's weird because I'm finding to like people moan. Well, actually they don't. I get a mix of people that don't mind episode lengths the way they are. On console, there we go. Yeah, on console I can only upload up to an hour, so that's generally speaking why the episodes are an hour long. On console, someone said, "Oh, but you know, I suppose a bit like streaming, because it's difficult to get as much done as you'd hope. You know, like I said before, you know, setting all this up took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, which is understandable. It's up to 76. That's interesting. Each one does 25%, but I've gained a percent somewhere, which I'm not complaining about. Put that back there. I'm assuming then with these extra slots, can I put multiple buckets there and just keep filling them up maybe? I haven't tried to bring another bucket up, maybe I should. And then next is going to be Well, let's start with the hog pan ones first. I'm assuming I just do it the same as I did when I did the gold panning. Is that what I do? The same as when I did that. I didn't ever get to a point, I'm not too sure. Does it reach a point where there's too much? Will it tell you can't put any more in one bucket? I've no idea at this point. I was just really curious to see when we run it all through just how much gold we get from a full run of 100%. This is kind of the surplus bit. This is all the extra. But all of this needs to be done every time. And for me, the mildly frustrating bit, I guess, is the next bit. Because to do these ones, we have to take all those off. So if we take the grill off, put the grill to one side somewhere. I'm sure that will slide down the hill and hit someone. Or I'll trip over it, that's more likely. And then we take those out. Where is it? There we go. And there are 6 of these. There we go. So can I dunk those in the same bucket? Or will it say, clear off, you lunatic. You lost your mind. Detach. Ah, so, okay. How many of these can I dunk into that bucket? Nearly there, people, nearly there. You're still with me? Thank you. If you've stuck it out this long, I appreciate it. For some reason, I'm trying to upload videos today, and I don't know what's been happening with YouTube lately. I render my videos my end, upload them, they go off to YouTube and they start processing. They process to SD, no problem at all, but for some reason, the last 24 hours, my videos trying to render to HD are taking hours. I mean, absolutely hours. My video that I started uploading this afternoon, at the time of recording this, what time is it? It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. My video that I uploaded about 2 o'clock this afternoon is still not rendered to HD. And that's annoying me a little bit. So we'll only do 4 mats each time, which means the last 2 I'm going to have to go and get another bucket of water. Or are these smaller? I don't know. We're about to find out. Yep, only let me do 4, right. Pop that there. I can put another one of these in there. 1%. Don't worry. I'm okay with that. Which means I need to turn all the power on. We can start running that. We'll get a load more magnetite as well. 4 runs on that. We should get a fair old bit off this, won't we? Right, I'm just going to whiz off and I'm going to grab another bucket of water to do those last 2 mats. Then we'll get everything powered up and let's see how much gold we get. Okay, that was quick, wasn't it? And 1 more. Imagine running this when you've got 2 duplex jigs. Another set of those. So you've got 8 of those mats. You'll have 12 of those ones. I mean, the gold coming off it will be absolutely bonkers, but blimey, is it going to take a while. So, power on. Should have turned the power on the way back down, shouldn't I, really? Let's get all the water pumps and electricity running. We want main power. We don't need the trommel or the shaker, but we do need the 2 pumps. What? Oh, it's because I've turned the water back on and I put the grills back on. Really? Thought it was something important. There's no gold running through it. Nearly there. Let's try this again. Start. 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 Oh yeah, because that's all on through there. That's got 100% in, so let's get that on. And we'll get that. Where are we? On. Milk. That one. What are we on? 700 and something. Anyway. I honestly at the moment think for all the extra work and all the extra price, I was quite happy just running the mobile one, the mobile wasp plant. I was quite happy with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is ramping up. Actually, it's doing very well, isn't it? Whoa, mama! No. No, 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 no. Who was it told me this would happen? That's it. It's frozen. Someone told me in a weird situation where this happens. Luckily, I had saved just before coming down to clean everything out. We are up to 1,861.358 grams, which means going through all of the buckets, cleaning everything out, we got just over 1,100 grams, so 1.1 kilos of gold. It works. We're making money. We shook that money maker and we're making money. But top tip then, that's something to pay attention to. It's that weird situation. And when I read someone's comment, I thought, well, what are the chances of that happening? And I did exactly that. Tipping into the magnetite separator or into the wave table as it tips over to midnight and the screen comes up to tell you everything. It just doesn't seem to like multiple operations at the same time. So just be aware, avoid it, avoid doing anything at midnight, just leave it. So there we go. We've got loads more to do, loads more gear to buy, lights and conveyor belts and all sorts of stuff. I will see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly have. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to leave a comment, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.